Welcome back. We've been trying to kickstart your new year with tips on eating better and getting organized, and we're not finished yet. Today, Galen Bargerstock of Government and Civil Employee Services is here to help us stay on track with our financial New Year's resolutions. Happy New Year, Galen, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Good to see you. Now, what is one of the most common financial resolutions that people make every year?
To save money, to stop spending like crazy, to pull back the reins a little bit, and maybe save for college. I get that one a lot.
It's like a simple idea, but it's difficult. And you have some tips for us, right?
I do. I have 4 tips for you I'll share today. Of course, there's a lot more. Reach out by phone or in person to get more, but it's hard to save money for sure.
So let's start out with the first tip, and that is what, first you have to write it down.
Write it down, yeah. Visualization. I am big on you have to see it to achieve it type of person. And if you get in that mindset and write it down, I suggest getting a calendar. If you aren't using your smartphone calendar, get a calendar once a week, type in your goal, and then alert yourself every week. That way you know you're staying on track to hit that.
What kind of goal would that be, though?
Say you want to open up a Roth IRA and save $1,000.
Oh, okay.
You know, something like that. Break it down so you can actually achieve it.
Okay. And you also say make mini goals.
Think of 2018 financially like you're going to run a mile race on a quarter track. If you're looping that track and you know you have to do 4 laps and all you're thinking about the entire time is the running, if you're counting 1 and then checking it off and then 2, 3, 4, you're going to hit those quarters and you're going to achieve the numbers because you have a plan.
Okay, now I like the next one. Set splurge days.
Splurge days, yeah. Go back to the last one. If you're running that mile race and every quarter you have a little bit excess, take that money and splurge on your family. I promise you that your spouse will not be mad at you if you bring home flowers or something like that, because if you are really trying to save money in the household, you're budgeting, you're saving, you're scrimping. Be happy, splurge.
Sounds good to me. All right, utilize technology.
Apps. You have apps on your phone, you have apps on your watch, everywhere, on TVs now. So I don't suggest that you use that financially. I suggest that if you have a weight loss goal, use an app, something like that. Now you can track a budget and you can see what you're spending on an app, but you really need to reach out to a financial professional if you're going to get a real financial plan or a goal to achieve, because they might see something that you don't see, and it'll make it a lot easier for your whole 2018.
And you have to pay attention to this, too. You can't just write them down at the beginning of the year.
You can't just write them down at the beginning of the year. That's why I would recommend a calendar at least once a month, if not once a week, because if it's popping up reminding you, hey, you're trying to save $1,000 because you need to budget because you want to put your child through education, through schooling, you know, then that's going to keep you on track.
Okay. Sounds like good advice. Yeah. And we will have Galen's tips on centralpatv.com. Thank you very much, Galen.
Thanks for having me.